Based on the latest polling, there's a good chance that the economy, immigration, healthcare, perhaps democracy is driving your vote this year. You may not be thinking about infrastructure and railroad tracks as a major issue in 2024. But whoever wins the presidency in November will be tasked with prioritizing what the federal government invests in, whether it's high-speed rail or high-speed internet.
We're going to rebuild America's crumbling infrastructure.
Somewhere along the way, we stopped investing in ourselves.
Both President Biden and former President Trump spent a great deal of their presidencies talking about infrastructure. Former President Trump had several infrastructure weeks while in office, but only President Biden can claim major legislative success. Signed in November of 2021 by President Biden, the bipartisan infrastructure law funds over $1 trillion in projects and addresses everything from high-speed internet to high-speed trains. In 2021, Trump released a statement saying, quote, Joe Biden's infrastructure bill is a disgrace.
But that law was signed in the past. What about the future? Whoever wins in November will be tasked with implementing many parts of the bipartisan infrastructure law.
President Biden's administration has taken criticism as of late by some members of Congress, specifically over how only a handful of electric car charging stations have been built, even though the infrastructure law passed nearly 3 years ago. Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley of Oregon.
That is a vast administrative failure.
If former President Trump is back in the White House, the impact on the electric vehicles charging network would likely be even more profound. The former president has criticized electric vehicles and has vowed to roll back Biden administration plans to transition to EVs. Other challenges of implementing the infrastructure law exist too. Commissioner Brendan Carr, the senior Republican on the Federal Communications Commission, recently posted on social media. In 2021, the Biden administration got $42.45 billion from Congress to deploy high-speed internet to millions of Americans. Years later, it has not connected even one person with those funds. Whomever is elected in November will by law have to deal with implementing many parts of the infrastructure law, as well as looking at what next may be needed when it comes to the country's infrastructure. Joe St. Scripps News, Washington.